Hi, and welcome to the Insecure Chef. I'm here again today with my wonderful wife and videographer Regina, and today we're going to do a nice sort of Spanish dinner. I call it one-pan chorizo rice, and obviously that means I'm going to make chorizo sausage with rice in one pan. So the ingredients, as always, will be on the channel. So let's get started. I'm going to start by putting in about a tablespoon of olive oil. High like that. I guess that's close enough. And we're going to let that heat up just a bit. And we're going to be following that with basically 3/4 of the ingredients. What'll be going in will be the chorizo sausage, the onion, the bell pepper, and the garlic. So just give this a moment for the oil to heat up. And we've had snow today. It's our first real snow of 2023. What do you think we got out there, babe?
Oh, maybe 2 inches.
About 2 inches?
Maybe.
Yeah, but is there more coming in the next day or so?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I always say it, I've been saying it for 40 years. I wish I had a job like those guys where you can be wrong 75% of the time and not get fired. So they're lucky. All right, so the oil is heating up. And as I said, we're going to be putting in the chorizo sausage, the garlic, the peppers and onions, and get that started. So let me just twirl this around a little bit so it gets nice and warm. Yeah, it's moving along nicely. So I'm going to start this right now. So I'm going to put in the sausages will go in. I'm going to throw in the peppers and onions. They're going in now. I'd love to tell you this is going to be absolutely tasty and marvelous and guaranteed, but I made this recipe up about 20 minutes ago, so I'm going by past experience. I think it'll come out pretty good. I just lowered the heat down now to medium-high, and I'm going to throw in a teaspoon of minced garlic. That equates to about a clove. So that'll go in there and mix that up nicely. And basically what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to beat this up for a little bit until the onions get translucent. I'm going to figure maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And they're probably already in for a minute or so. I want to thank everybody. There's been considerably more subscriptions. I appreciate that. And if you wouldn't mind telling your friends, your family, take a look. Maybe there's something here you might enjoy. Of course, when they see the name Chef, you should, of course, explain to them that the only thing I know about chef is how to spell it. So, that's that. So, as you can see, the onions are starting to get translucent. Chorizo is doing nicely here. Also, by this time now, you'll start to get the fragrance of the garlic. That's always a good sign as well. As you know, you don't want to use the heat too high because garlic will burn. And boy, any Italian cook will tell you, if you ever burnt garlic, that is a very unpleasant taste. From something so fragrant and delicious in most foods, it can really get destroyed once it gets burnt. All right, now, while that's cooking, I'm going to throw in some salt and pepper. This is, as always, is to taste. And give that a stir. All right. Next that's going to be going in is the paprika. And the amount of paprika is also kind of a personal thing. I'm going to use about a teaspoon I'm using smoked paprika. You don't have to. You can use regular. You can even use sweet paprika. But because this is a semi-spicy dish, I thought the smoked paprika would be more appropriate. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that in there. There we go. Again, about a teaspoon is what I recommend. I'm going to stir that around before you can smell that delicious smell, huh? And that paprika when it hits the heat. And just mix it around so the paprika gets all dissolved. And we're looking good. Okay. What I'm going to throw in next is, I think I really should throw in the broth first. I'm putting in chicken broth. Like that. Give that a little stir. And now I'm going to throw in the rice. This I'm happy to be using is jasmine rice. Of course, it's uncooked. Get that in there. Okay, and that I'm going to follow up now with the diced tomatoes. I'm using the fire roasted diced tomatoes. You can use any type you like. Again, I'm trying to use anything that has a little bit more depth to it because of the power of the chorizo sausage. You want to give it some ingredients that it doesn't beat up too much on. Okay, so that's going in, and that's the that has with the liquid and everything. I didn't drain it. And now I'm going to make sure that this I'm going to make sure that bring that to a boil. As you see, it already is. I'm just going to give it a little oomph. And now I'm going to reduce this to medium low so that it just simmers. And we're going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. Or at least until most of the liquid gets absorbed. All right, so when we get close, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. As you can see now, the rice is complete. Now keep in mind, I use the jasmine rice. If you choose to use a 10-minute rice, keep that in mind. And with that, you may want to use a little less broth, because the whole idea of the broth, besides the fact that it's got a nice chicken flavor to it, it's also there to cook the rice, of course. So with that in mind, the best way to look at the directions are, depending on what rice you use and what the estimated cook time is, use your judgment when you put in your broth. And if the rice is not done and the broth is drying out, just add more broth until the rice is complete. So I think we're there. I'm going to now move this over into to my dish. Okay. There we go. I don't know if I can eat it all, but it's a start. And I'm going to add a little parsley to it, just for a little coloration. I like color. Okay, and there you have my one-pan chorizo rice. So I'm going to give it a taste. Let's see how this goes. This taste test thing always drives me crazy because I don't know how all those other cooks eat. I think they go off camera for a minute until it cools.
I think so.
But we're going to give it a shot. So here we go.
That's good.
That is good. Nice flavor. Oh yeah. Yep, I'm have to admit, I'm pleased, since I made this up a little while ago regarding the quantities and how I wanted to do it. It is very tasty. For those of you who are new here and you're wondering why Regina's not getting any of the taste,
That's too spicy.
it's unfortunately, it's too spicy. So, from the Insecure Chef and his wonderful wife Regina,
Have a good night.
thank you for joining us. Enjoy the dish. Please subscribe. Please ask your friends. Thank you. Bye-bye.